We're always looking for that one simple trick, that life hack that can actually make a difference, right? Well, what if one of the most powerful tools for your brain isn't some new app, but something, well, a lot more timeless? Today, we're diving into whether reading for fun is the ultimate teen brain hack. Okay, let's be real for a second. The pressure from school, your social life, and just, well, everything, it can be a lot. It's so easy to feel completely maxed out, and finding a way to just chill out can feel next to impossible. But this is where it gets really interesting. A major study from 2023 is pointing to a simple, but get this, an incredibly effective power move for your mental health. And no, it's not about studying more or trying to scroll less. It's all about reading for pleasure. So, how exactly does this work? Let's break it down, starting with the first and honestly, maybe the most important benefit, a direct boost to your mental health. And the data on this is, frankly, pretty compelling. Studies are showing that teens who regularly read for fun don't just feel a little better, they report significantly lower levels of anxiety and depression. So we're not just talking about a simple distraction here. It's actively building up your brain's resilience to handle all that daily grind. Think of it like this, a reset button. When you dive into a story, you're giving your nervous system a much-needed break from all the constant alerts and pressures of the real world. It's a healthy escape that literally calms you down and recharges your mental batteries. But the benefits don't stop at just feeling less stressed. Reading also helps you understand yourself on a whole new level. It's about finding a little piece of you inside a story. I mean, when you're lost in a good book, you are literally seeing the world through someone else's eyes. And while you're doing that, you're developing some serious skills, building your self-awareness, deepening your empathy, and it gives you this safe space to kind of figure out your own values and what matters to you. And this slide really nails the difference, doesn't it? A 15-second video clip, as entertaining as it might be, just can't compete with the depth you get from following a character's entire journey. Reading gives you this unique kind of mental and emotional workout that short-form content, well, it just isn't built for. Okay, so we've covered the mental and the emotional perks. But what about the physical, like measurable benefits? Let's talk about how reading literally makes for a smarter brain and, believe it or not, better sleep. Now, this is where it gets really fascinating. Researchers have found that consistent readers have physically larger brain volume in the parts of the brain that handle memory and emotion. Just let that sink in for a second. You're not just enjoying a story, you're literally building a stronger, more complex brain. And yeah, the benefits even spill over into your sleep. It's a simple two-step process, really. Step 1, swap your phone's blue light for a book before bed. Step 2, you're not just winding down, you're setting yourself up for longer, better quality sleep and, you guessed it, much sharper focus the next day. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but who on earth has the time? Well, let's get practical and talk about the reading sweet spot. It's probably way more manageable than you think. So what is that sweet spot? The science seems to point to a Goldilocks zone for getting the most cognitive benefits, and that's around 12 hours a week. Now, I know what you're thinking, that sounds like a lot. But don't worry, the good news is you don't need to start there. To start actually feeling these shifts, all it takes is about 20 minutes a day. That's it. That's less time than a single episode of most shows. The key isn't about hitting some huge number right away, it's just about building a small, consistent habit. Ultimately, what all this research really points to is a pretty simple truth. I don't care if you're into graphic novels, thrillers, or epic fantasy. Reading for fun, not because it's assigned, but because you actually want to, is one of the most powerful investments you can make in your future self. So, to wrap this all up, I want to leave you with a question. We've talked a lot about how stories can shape our brains and our lives. So what about you? Is there a book that just completely changed your perspective on something? Because that, right there, is the real power of a good story.